uncomfortable and unkept. We created a device that we call SMART BLADDER. And this device will help in the management of this problem of urinary incontinence, especially among elderly and women. Urinary incontinence means a person leaks urine from his bladder without his consent or intention. It's a non-problem that we usually call overreactive bladder, and it's more common in people that have diseases such as diabetes and hypertension. How does the device work? The device is in form of a wearable device. It comes in forms of wearable device, and sometimes we used to embed it as micro-reactive device that is inserted inside diapers and pampers that should always be in contact with the skin. And once it is in contact with the skin, it sends mild electrical impulse to the nerves, which are pelvic nerves or pelvic parasympathetic nerves, which arise at the sacral level of the spinal cord. And by sending those mild electrical impulse, they excite the bladder and relax the urethra. It also sends mild electrical impulse to lumbar sympathetic nerves, which inhibit the bladder body and excite the bladder base. And finally, sending impulse to the pudendal nerves, which control the reflexes of the bladder. The device uses biofeedback mechanism to make aware of signals of the volume of the urine inside the bladder and possible need for the voiding of the bladder content from the body. This helps regain control of the muscles in the bladder and urethra, and thereby managing the process or the problem of urinary incontinence. The device has 4 components. One is printed circuit board, which is about 0.8 to 0.12 micrometer thick. And the second component is organic circuit, as I said, for generation of the electrical transmission of mild impulse, and electrodes, which are positive and negative electrodes. It usually comes in a length of 60 to 70 millimeters, or a width of 30 to 40 millimeters. This device is going to serve as an assistive technology solution for the elderly and people with disabilities by solving their problems of urinary incontinence. And with our device, elderly people doesn't need to be visiting healthcare facilities on the issue of this urinary problem, looking at the fact that a very good number of the healthcare facilities are understaffed and too much stress on their visitors is often experienced. Hence, our elderly people and those living with special needs does not have to undergo stress or frequent visits to healthcare facilities, especially if it is about problem of urinary incontinence. Thank you so much for your time and for your kind attention.